The Primary Arms 1:6 K.I.S.S reticle scope. Let's check it out. Primary Arms is making some of the best budget-friendly scopes on the market. And then when you add their K.I.S.S reticle, it is one of the best reticle systems out there. I mean, it is excellent. And you know, I've done a number of reviews on the K.I.S.S reticle. Then they went to their Gen 3, which made the body a little bit smaller. They're fog-proof, they're waterproof, they're shock-proof. I mean, these scopes are excellent, and they carry a lifetime warranty on them. This is the new 1:6X K.I.S.S reticle, which is for the quick, intelligent shooting system. But in other words, this is a very simple scope. It does all the thinking for you. And really, I love that it is called the K.I.S.S because it's keep it simple, stupid. Now, while the 1:6 is larger than, you know, your standard red dot, it gives you a lot of capability. And it really balances well on the AR-15. With Primary Arms, you're getting a budget-friendly scope, but you're not losing any quality. I mean, the glass is clear, the reticle systems are top-notch, regardless of the price. I have it mounted on an HM Defense, and this is a very unique rifle. In fact, I did a review on these recently. In fact, it's on my Sensible Prepper channel because I called this the bomb-proof AR-15. It has a lot to do with the gas system that's actually a part of the barrel, and then with the bolt. And you can check out that review for more details. But with this rifle out to the range, it was great. It's a very accurate rifle, so it really allowed the scope to shine. The rifle's sitting on a stand, so there's no magazine, so we're going to go ahead and pull the bolt back, make sure the gun is unloaded, and it is. The scope is 10¼ inches long. It weighs 15.2 ounces without the mount. The hard anodized finish on it, they hold up very well. In fact, I pull these in and out of my safe constantly, and that's where most of the damage comes. But the finish is a matte finish. This does come in a sniper gray as well, and I'll have the link to that down below. You have your quick focus ring here on the back, which the older I get, the more I find that I need this. This can kind of really focus in the reticle and the target beyond. The magnification ring is smooth. There are some extended handles you can get for this, and I believe that the Vortex Strike Eagle size is perfect for this optic. And it just fits on this ring, and you know, it makes it a little bit better if you really want to get this to turn fast, but it does stick out a little bit. The turret caps on the side, it does extend a little bit with windage, and one of the reasons why is it does have an extra battery inside the cap, and that makes it nice if you just happen to, you know, turn on your scope and it's not working. Here with the windage, nice and audible and tactile. Brass around the rings, and the threads are good and solid. Now, when looking through the scope, this is pretty much what you're going to see. You have your chevron tip right at the top. That is going to be your infinity point. It's better than a dot. It's even better than crosshairs because you have a clear field of view. And this really draws the eye right to the target. Now, you have stratia lines on each side, which is going to give you balance. It's going to kind of keep the scope level. And then, of course, you have the line down at the bottom. Now, this is set up for mil dot. And so you've got just 1 mil from the tip to the first part of that stratia line, and it goes all the way out to 6 mil on either side. Now, as far as range capability, right there at the tip, you're sighted in at 100 yards, and you need to sight it in at 6 power. And then you'll notice down at the bottom of the chevron tip, That is 1 mil. Now 1 mil equals 3.6 inches. Now that 1 mil is where you need to sight in at about 225 yards. And then down at 2 mil is about 400 yards. And then down at 3 mil, it's about 500 yards. That is keeping it in line with the keep it simple stupid. Now here we have the reticle through the scope, and this is on the off position, and you can see that the black etched reticle works whether the illumination is working or not. We're just going to move it up, and you can see, I mean, the clarity, it's not as good in this phone because I've got a phone hooked up to this, but the clarity is really good with all these scopes. And that's at 6x right there. Bring it back down. One thing about second focal plane is the reticle stays in the same size no matter what you put it on. And we're going to go through all the different dials and start it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now with the phone, it's not quite as bright as you would see it through the scope, but really these are made more for low light. Now here we're showing low light. This is at 11. We're going down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That pretty much drops it down. These are not necessarily night vision compatible, but they are for low light. This just gives you kind of an idea. Again, through the camera, it is a little darker. So you're going to have more brightness, but we're back up now to the 11 setting. Here we have the illumination dial, and there are 12 settings. There's 0, and then it goes all the way up to 11. And you have brightness, of course, increased all the way up to 11. Right here is your battery cap. And this is a 2032 battery, which these are very common and fairly inexpensive. And again, with that battery cap on the windage, you got to back up. The mount's a cantilevered mount, and you do have generous knobs to be able to turn this. Of course, I get this tightened down really well, but again, there are options to get a discount on the QD mounts, and the American Defense mount is one that I use a lot. Considering this is the K.I.S.S optic and it's very simple, I wanted to demonstrate this mount on this rifle, and it holds up very well. The scopes have been nitrogen purged, so they are fog proof and waterproof. They do have really nice glass in them. For the money, I'm telling you guys, Primary Arms is really doing it right. And the glass is fully multi-coated. The eye relief is generous. On 6 power, it's 3.3 inches, and at 1, it's 1.6 inches. So you've got a lot of variation back here to be able to get comfortable with the scope. Thank Freedom Munitions for supplying the 223. Get a 5% discount using Suit00 on the Freedom Munitions website. Now, a 1 to 6 power scope on your AR-15 to me is ideal. Bringing it up to your shoulder at 1x, you're ready to go. I mean, you can engage targets, you know, from immediately in front of you all the way out to 100 yards without any problem. Then we take it to the bench, sit down. We can engage targets from 1 to 2 to 300 yards without any problem. Now with the Chevron, you've got an infinity tip. You're able to bring it up, and the eye naturally drives right to the tip, you know, even up close and personal. But when you get out to distance, you don't have a large dot or crosshair that's blocking the target. You've got that infinity point, you just place it on it and you fire. With the ACSS, you have a lot more tools in your toolbox, but with the K.I.S.S, it's going to be very simple. It's a very open design, and the reticle is just easy to check out, easy to line up. Now, as far as accuracy goes, this is definitely achievable. Good, solid accuracy. Here you can see 3 shots, and then here I did a 5-shot group. And this was using Freedom Munitions 55 grain 223. Now the price of the 1:6 Gen 3 K.I.S.S reticle scope is $289.99. If you order with the link below, you get this mount for free, or you get a discount mount. So I mean, it's a great price for a good solid optic. Now as far as pros and cons of the scope, the price is definitely a huge pro. For the quality you're getting really excellent quality for that price. And then of course with the mount, that's just a bonus. And the K.I.S.S reticle is definitely a plus if you're looking for a very simple reticle system. It doesn't have the capability of the ACSS, which I really like, but for just regular shooting and for 90% of the shooters out there, this would be a perfect reticle. The mil dot's not really that difficult once you kind of just estimate. If you really want to get down though to specifics, go with a little bit better optic. The price is still the same on the ACSS. The illumination is nice. It's not super daylight bright. I mean, it's good enough to see even during daylight. But guys, you shouldn't necessarily be using illumination unless it's low light situations. I mean, that's really what it's made for. While the 1:6 is a little bit larger on the rifle, it definitely gives you a lot more capability than your standard red dot. You can use this as a red dot on 1 power and then jump it out to 6 to get that, the accuracy out to distance. But again, a con would be that it is larger on the rifle. I like the chevron, which really gives you an infinity point and allows you to really get exceptional accuracy as we've shown. And of course, the lifetime warranty on this just puts it over the top. As far as the glass goes, it's really good and clear. It's not a Leupold, it's not, a Night Force, but you're not spending that kind of money. And really, glass is what runs a lot of scopes way up in price. But this is really exceptional glass for the money. A little over 15 ounces, not including the mount, definitely is fairly weighty. But because these scopes have actually been shortened with the Gen 3 and a little bit lighter, that makes it nice. And this is very comparable to any of your 1:6 scopes. But as far as the reticle system compared to the ACSS, I like the ACSS better. I mean, that is my ultimate reticle system. But for very simple, clean field of view, it's going to be hard to beat the K.I.S.S for most applications. And guys, down below I'll also have a link to the ACSS 1:6 Gen 3, and you'll also get this mount for free as well. Now I want to thank Primary Arms for sending the 1:6 K.I.S.S reticle scope for this test and evaluation. Down below I'll have a link, and it will be a discount link. You get a free mount right here like we've shown, or you can actually get a discount on upgraded quick detach mounts. And I really appreciate Primary Arms offering that and working with me on this. It is an affiliate link and it does support the Suits channel. But guys, I'll tell you, these scopes, I've been using them for years, and they are just excellent optics. I mean, the lifetime warranty by itself, but it was really funny because when they were trying to decide if they wanted to offer a lifetime warranty, they just realized they just didn't have hardly any returns anyway. So these are excellent scopes, they're tough as nails, and for the money, you just can't beat it. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America, long live the Republic. Now I want to thank Primary Arms for sending the 1:6 K.I.S.S reticle scope, and just in case. Oh, crap. And they have a the scopes have been bringing it up on your shoulder, shooting that quick up